before we let you go, we got the master here. So we always do a segment called Master Class. You want to join us? We're going to do a master class on the fireworks that you're familiar with. It's the Fireworks Brigade, our namesake. You want to do it?
Absolutely.
All right, hold on.
It's time for another episode of Fireworks Brigade Masterclass.
All right. So yeah, masterclass. We actually have a new. Speaking of how I tinker with things, we have a new format now. There's our guy, John Cody. You'll just have to watch the video. We got Professor Pyro now. There he is. He's up on our screen. Nice. Yeah. So he's gonna help us out. So we're gonna. And Cody, I know you're familiar with it. So
yep.
And actually, the video that I have came from you. You know what? I like having Cody around because he gets me videos a lot quicker than Dino ever could.
Quicker than Dino. There you go.
So we're going to shoot off the video, Cody, and you can go by memory here. Just go back to your fireworks memory banks.
Sure.
So what do we got?
We got whistle in that one.
There's a lot of whistle in that one, right? Mm-hmm. It's hard on the video to tell.
Nice comets.
A lot of crackle.
It's got a lot of mixed effects.
Yes.
Yeah, was that by design, John?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like the variety of that cake.
Well, I like to do cakes like that, especially because, sometimes, backyard parties, they just want one doing the same color or something. So
exactly.
You want them to have a varied effects. That being said, it's great for the backyard consumer, but when a guy comes in to do a show, it's harder for me because he doesn't want so much craziness because he wants to kind of control it. So it's a little bit, give and take on both ways. But I thought Fireworks Brigade being a 200-gram cake, should have a lot of variety in it. Plus, it's, part of the whole Fireworks Brigade,
right.
podcast. A lot of variety, a lot of fun. And so,
look at that. There was actually a method to the madness.
Yes, there's a lot of thought.
All right, so going by that, so we're gonna grade it on five different aspects of it, five different sections. So first one we have is label. So the label is our classic.
Our classic Fireworks Brigade.
Yeah, our classic Fireworks
logo.
Brigade logo, Pyro Podcast. I mean, the logo is just the logo. I mean, it's decent. Well, so what we do is, Cody, is we go 1 to 5, and you could use halves if you want. So let's grade the label first. So it's the white background. It's got our orange triangle with the exploding microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron the Baker, Johnny Starr, fireworksbrigade.com, available on iTunes. What John? Let's go with John first. What do you give this one as far as label? One
is the best. And
no, 1 is the worst. 5 is the best.
Okay, so I probably, because it's more of an informational label, I'd probably give it a 2. I do like the orange logo because that's kind of symbolic.
Logo. Yeah.
But I'm going to give it a 2 only because it's more of an informational label than a label to catch the consumer's eye or the kid's eye. So I'm going to 2.
Yeah, I could see that. What about you, Cody? What do you give our label on that one?
Well, I personally really like that label because I think any true pyro is going to see that logo, that microphone and the little triangle there, and just directly know that's from the 1.4 sticker.
Yeah.
So I really like that, and I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Nice.
All right. Nice, Cody. Yeah. So let's go.
Okay, now we're on to
noise. I mean, this one's a little bit at a disadvantage because it's only 200
grams.
It's a 200 gram 28 shot. So and it's a wise guy cake. We should say that, definitely wise guy cake. So let's go with Cody first. Noise on this one. What do you give it? 1 to 5.
Well, I'm going to go with overall noise on this one because we've got whistles, we've got crackles, and we've got really nice loud color breaks. So I'm going to give that a 4 on noise.
Nice. Okay, John.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 as well because I do like the whistles. It's got some really good crackling, and actually the breaks for a 28-shot 200-gram cake are I think very awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely do a 4 on that one.
I'll go along with the group. I'll do a 4 on noise as well. And you know what? For me on the label, I forgot to give my opinion. I'll give a 5 on the label just because
you
I came up with it. Yeah.
So he knew that.
If I wasn't going to give that one a 5, what would I give a 5? All right.
Exactly.
Next segment we got is pace. So the pace of this one is a little manic. 28 shots. It's like 35 seconds, I believe it is. So I'll go first with pace. I like the pace. I think it's pretty well paced out. I give it a good solid 3.5.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll give it a good solid 5 because I think it's paced perfectly. Too slow, it's too boring. There's no downtime at all. The sky is filled. I'm going to give it a 5.
All right. What about you, Cody, on pace?
I'm also going to have to give it a 5 because we really look for times when we're planning our shows. And this one, we've got exactly like 31 seconds. And so the fact that we know that, and it's all paced within right around that 30-second range, I got to give it a 5.
All right. Next one, color on the Fireworks Brigade. We'll start off with Cody again. Color on this one.
Color's really good on the comets, especially. The comets really light up the ground. I would probably give the color, because it's more of an effect-based cake, so I'd give the color probably a 4.
John?
I like the comets as well. That's a thing I noticed right away. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5. Okay. I'm going to go with Cody on that one, too. I like the color. I think it's very nice. Like we said, a lot of disparity, a lot of different things going on. I'm going to give it a 4.
All right.
Next. Height. Again, it's only a 200-gram cake. So height. John, what do you give this on height?
For a 200-gram cake, 28 shots, I'm giving the height. What's the bore size on that, Cody? I think it's, about a 0.25 or something? Or
I can check real quick. Hang on. Let's see here. I think the bore size is about a half an inch per tube.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 5 on height. I'm happy with the way the whole cake turned out as far as height and pace. I'm gonna give it a 5.
All right, I'm gonna height. I just think if we give this a height, what do we give? Happy ending, which got some height. So
well, that's a different.
Okay, so
9 shot to a 200-gram cake.
I'll give it a 4. What about you, Cody?
Well, it's a 200-gram cake, so it doesn't go as high as your 500-gram cakes. I'm going to have to give it a 4, too.
All right, last but not least, brakes. They were decent brakes. I'll give it a good solid 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 on the brakes. I thought the brakes hit pretty good.
Cody?
I'm also going to have to give it a 4 on those brakes. Pretty nice.
All right. And while we're doing that, we can add it up here. What do we got? John gave it a 6, 11, 14.5, 18.5, 23.5. Cody 3.5, 7.5, 11, 7, 11, 15, 19, 24.5.
That's why we bring a banker in there, good at numbers.
9, 12.5, 16.5, 20.5, 24. All right, so Johnny was a 23.5, Cody 24.5, and I was a 24. We're all right around the same thing.
I'm always hard on myself. That's
Final
what it
cumulative
is.
score. Yeah, you're the least one.
Yeah, well, that's all right, Joe.
Well, Cody, thanks for joining us on that. That was fun. Anytime you want to join us on another one, let us know. Maybe we'll call you up sparingly throughout our thing.
Star Fireworks is located right off I-29 at the Wild Rice exit. If the sign out front doesn't say Star Fireworks, keep driving.